All right, Tom Griffin, big weekend series against the Wingate Bulldogs. One of the best pitchers in the SAC and Olin Little. You get to face off, top ERA, 0.92. I know you'll just get to see him for one game, but what other challenges do the Bulldogs pose?
Well, it's a very good club. They've been outstanding. It's an outstanding program. They've always been strong in the South Atlantic Conference, and Jeff has continued on what Coach Osborne had did there. And they've got some veterans in the lineup that are very good hitters, and obviously their pitching, starting pitching is very good, as you mentioned, Olin Little. I mean, those are tremendous numbers. And the fact is, they beat us 4 times last year, and in the conference tournament, I think besides the 2 touchdowns, they ended up with 2 field goals in the game, and they dominated us. So it is a big challenge, and especially going on the road. It's always a challenge in the conference.
There a sense of revenge, retribution at all with that in mind last season?
We got enough of our issues to deal with baseball-wise to be worrying about that. I mean, as coaches, we know they're a very good program, but we talk to our kids like every coach. We can't worry about the opponent. We're trying to play against the baseball. We're trying to be the best we can be and see what happens. If we worried about what happened last year, and then obviously mentally we wouldn't be prepared for this game. So now, do some of our returners probably think about it subconsciously? I'm sure, but we're not talking about it much with the players. We tell them every day all we can do is try to be the best we can be. After what happened this past weekend, I was very pleased on how we played against Belmont Abbey. Not the results of the win or loss, but how we played. I thought we played with the energy, and we played the way what we want from our players and what we expect from our players.
And Belmont Abbey is no slouch team either. That's a 15-5 ball club that's performing well in region.
Yeah, it's a very good club, as we talked about before. I knew they were well coached, and he likes his team a lot. But that's what we want to do. It's you got to play against teams like that to prepare for your conference. And, we saw a good pitcher that they had, I thought, and some of the guys in the bullpen they threw, I thought, were very solid. And you hope that prepares your hitters and your players for the weekend. That's why you play those competitive teams.
Who needs to step up for you?
Well, I think offensively we've got to step up. I think we have failed to execute situational hitting. We have failed to do the little things in hitting just to give ourselves an opportunity to get an early lead or to get us within 1 or 2 runs. I think our pitching has been very good. I think our defense has played well. Offensively, though, we've been too inconsistent, and it's really just not the 3-for-4 day. Just let's move that runner to third with less than 2 outs. Those are the things we have been failing to do, as well as our placement of bunts. I think we've emphasized that this week and working on it, and we talk about it quite a bit. And so those are the things we got to do. If we don't take care of the little things, we're not a talented enough group to play and beat teams like Wingate and other teams in our conference. We're not. We recognize that, and that's why we emphasize the little things.
Is a spring break a good time to be playing, just have the kids focus on baseball, not have to worry about classes at all?
It's an interesting question. I need to look at our record during spring break to see what it is. I'm not sure, and I'm sure it is. I guess the flip side of that is they lose their routine they've been in, and they've been in a routine of getting up, and we're going to make sure they get up every morning at the same time we're going to. They're going to be up 8 o'clock every morning like we have class. We're not going to sleep in and treat this week any different than the rest of the year. So for them, it'll be basically the same. We'll be working out in the mornings and doing some same stuff we've been doing all year.
Anything else, Griff?
No, looking forward to the challenge and trying to get better each and every day. And I think the kids are doing that, and we're very proud of them, especially how we responded on Tuesday. And, we're going to compete, and that's all we're asking them to do is compete, and whatever happens, happens.